So there's been some exciting news that has developed. Not really exciting. It's exciting for me because I'm actually starting my journey with a new medication called Quviviq. And I believe it's the newest medication for insomnia that there is. It works completely different than what other sleep aids do. It does what other sleep aids don't do. That's a weird sentence. So also works better than benzodiazepine. So there are a lot of people who take benzos in order to sleep, whether that be trazodone, for instance, or you may even be prescribed Seroquel or quetiapine, which is an SSRI inhibitor, antipsychotic. Those aren't... When you are given those medications, to treat a sleep disorder, they're not... Yes, they are helping you sleep, and they may be a temporary solution. But if you're having legitimate sleep problems, they haven't been tested and studied to treat sleep disorders. Yes, they make you drowsy and they may make you sleepy, but you're not... It's not what they're for. In my opinion, it's really no different than drinking alcohol and going, oh, well, it makes me sleepy, so this is my cure for insomnia. No, that's not. Besides the fact that alcohol is a poison, and, but that's not the purpose of, it's not the purpose of the medication. Like, we don't take... Just because a medication makes you drowsy doesn't mean that it's a sleep aid. So anyways, Quviviq is a sleep aid. It is designed for people with insomnia, the ones who can't go to sleep easily or wake up a million times throughout the night. So you have trouble staying asleep. So this works on a particular chemical in the brain called orexin. And orexin is responsible for a few things. One of them is your brain's arousal, so your wakefulness. When you are... I'm probably going to get this backwards, but I guess I'll adjust that if I do, because I'm still learning about this. But when you have too much orexin, like during the day, your orexin levels are high. And as the day goes on, your levels wane. So at night, you should be, you should have less orexin in your system, which is going to make you tired. In people who have insomnia, these levels never decrease. So it's basically the mechanism that's making you tired, and the mechanism that should say, hey, let's make some melatonin and let's get some sleep here. you know, kind of turns that on. From my understanding, I am in no way, shape, or form a doctor, but this is just how I understand it. And again, it could have that backwards. It could be the other way around. It could be less orexin good for sleep, or more orexin good for sleep, bad for wakefulness. But I think I got it right. So far, I'm noticing that the 2 days that I've taken it, I am sleeping a little bit better. I started wearing this guy, but for some reason it's not updating with my phone, so I can't actually track my sleep patterns. I don't know if it's helping. I mean, I know that it's helping because I'm having dreams, which means I'm at least getting into REM sleep. Definitely noticing, like, had some auditory hallucinations last night while trying to fall asleep. Literally listening to a conversation happen that was not, there was no TV, radio, streaming, like, there should have been no reason for me to hear conversations, but I definitely was. And some of the dreams that I had were a little intense, I guess would be the best way to put it. But, I mean, not really a big deal. That's something that we can kind of figure out in time. But getting into REM sleep does let know that, you know, I am sleeping. The 2 times that I've taken it, I've woken up pretty relaxed. This is the first time that I've woke up before my alarm clock has went off and felt like I could get up and move. So usually I'm waking up, God, and I hate to admit this, but usually I'm waking up at about 2 in the afternoon. Like, that's not acceptable. Like, that's not good. And then it takes me quite a while to get moving, just enough to get to work. But otherwise, I mean, pretty much the whole beginning, the whole morning is wasted. Like, I have time that's just being wasted by by oversleeping and not getting rest. So, waking up at 10, that's 4 hours earlier, and I have enough energy to actually get up and get moving. I don't feel like I've got something hanging on to me and, like, dragging me back into the bed because I just need that little extra bit of sleep, which is going to turn into 4 more hours. So, first 2 nights, pretty good, I have to say. One thing that I'm wondering, though, is that this is the same type of sleep that I was getting whenever I was taking, after my 100 milligram dosage of testosterone. Like, after I would take 100 milligrams, pretty much for the first, let's say, four days or so, after it kind of got into my system, I would have really good sleep. And so, you know, that was nice. Now that I've switched back down to, and that was taking 100 milligrams every other week. So by that second week, really, my sleep was going back to garbage status. So now that I'm on 50 milligrams a week, my sleep has started to suffer again. So I'm wondering how strong of a connection there is between testosterone and sleep, because I can literally chart what's happening, and I can the correlation is strong. I don't know if it's directly causing it, but I feel like it definitely could be, because like I said, when I was taking 100 milligrams every other week, that initial dose, I was sleeping like a baby. So if I'm actually going to kind of keep charting this, because my testosterone levels aren't extremely high. They're high, but they're not like elevated to a point that's ridiculous and we've got to worry. They could probably stand to be higher. Based on what I read, again, not a doctor, this is just what I'm, I kind of see why doctors recommend 100 milligrams a week. Because if that is like the gold standard, then, there's got to be a reason for it. So what I'm going to do is I have my regular doctor that I talk to, but I'm going to talk to I'm going to go and see an endocrinologist, because I'd like to figure out exactly what's going on. Is there a thyroid issue that is causing low T, or is it hypogonadism, or what's the problem, and can we adjust it? Like, that's what I want to know. I want to know what's going on in my body that caused the abrupt, like, cease and desist order of the production of testosterone through my body. Like, where along the chain is there damage, or what's going on? And I mean, my doctor knows that that's what the problem is. We've identified that it's low testosterone, but what's causing it? And having a second set of eyes, I don't feel as though both of them really, I feel like, could diagnose the same thing. And I feel like I may have to go to both so that the endocrinologist can look at that whole system, and then the urologist could focus on the lower half. So that's really just my thought. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking about. That's all going to be taken care of this week, because I'd like, well, if I can get in. If I can't get in, then it's going to be later. But I feel like, again, maybe a second set of eyes would be good, and also discussing like my concerns with sleep quality and the dosage of testosterone, because I'm not doubting my my primary doctor, he's great. I don't doubt that he knows what he's doing. Again, I just want to figure out the precise reason why my body is not producing testosterone. Where is the error in communication in my system? And can we do anything to jumpstart it back to normal, or as close to normal, so that, you know, maybe I don't have to take testosterone, or just for peace of mind to know exactly what's going on. That's what I'm thinking. So, without taking too much more time, that's just kind of an update where I'm at. Hopefully, you know, in the meantime, the Quviviq will continue to work, and, you know, maybe I can get my sleep schedule kind of returning to normal, and I won't have to rely on it. But yeah, that's that. I'll go ahead and end it there. I think that covers everything. Hopefully these videos have helped someone maybe on your testosterone journey, because ideally that's what I've made these videos for. Like, so much of my health issues were revolving around my lack of testosterone. Like, that it was ridiculous. So if they help you, they help you. If not, then they're just kind of a boring, rambly video of some guy driving and talking about his health. So either way, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I guess I will see you